All right, guys, in this video, we're going to look at example 14, our first video on the binomial theorem. And so as we get into this, we're going to want to remember some of those patterns that we've seen so far. So, we are looking at 3x plus y quantity to the third. So we're interested in this row that has 3 in it. So 1, 3, 3, 1. And we know that if we're using the a plus b raised to the third, that's going to equal 1 from Pascal's triangle, 1, a to the third, b to the 0, plus 3, a squared, b to the first. Again, those exponents need to add up to 3, plus 3ab squared. That's a to the first, b squared. And then plus 1, a to the 0, b to the third. So that's generally what we're looking at. And we're interested in the third term. So we're interested in this term here. And here's how we do it. First of all, a. So a is going to equal 3x. So a is going to equal 3x. Okay. And then b is going to be y. Okay, so anywhere we have an a, we're going to substitute 3x. Anywhere we have a b, we're going to substitute y. So that third term is going to be 3. And we're going to have parentheses raised to the first, and then parentheses squared. And so we'll put in a, put a into the first parentheses, and that's going to be our 3x. And then we'll put in b to the second parentheses, and that's going to be our y. And now all we have to do is simplify. So we're going to apply the powers into the parentheses. So 3 x raised to the first is going to be 3 to the first, x to the first, which is just 3x. And then y is going to become y squared. So this will simplify out to be 3 times 3, which is 9, x to the first, and y squared. So that's going to be the third term. Okay, now looking at part B. Again, now we're looking at that fifth row of Pascal's triangle, the 1, 4, 6, 4, 1, because we have the quantity raised to the fourth. And so in our a plus b raised to the fourth, we would have 1, a to the fourth, b to the 0, plus 4, a to the third, b to the first, plus 6, a squared, b squared. Again, those add up to 4. And this is actually the third term, and we want the third term. So this is the one that we're going to stop on right here. Okay, so what is a and b? So in this case, a equals 3a. Okay, and b equals, and don't forget about the negative sign on it. That negative sign is important. So we'll have negative 2b. All right, so let's go ahead and write it out. We'll have 6, and then we'll have a set of parentheses squared. We'll have another set of parentheses squared. And in the first set, we'll put in a, which is 3a. And in the second set of parentheses, we'll have negative 2b. And let's go through and simplify. So we'll have 6, and then 3a squared would be 3 squared. 3 squared is 9, a squared. And then negative 2 squared is negative 2 times negative 2, which is 4, for b squared. Okay, and that's going to be simplified. Now we're going to multiply through the 6 times 9 times 4. 6 times 9 times 4, and I can use Desmos to do that. But that's going to give us 216. And then we'll have a squared, b squared. That's going to be the third term in that expansion. So guys, that is it. That's how you do it. I'm going to give you a chance to try it out on your own. So make sure you're using your Pascal's triangle and those patterns. And again, if you have any questions, please ask me in class. Thanks.